Hey guys, Tim here, Big Dog Forge. Welcome back. We've got some mail to open, and we've got some Damascus. It's experimental Damascus this time around. We're going to see what happens. So stick with me. This could be interesting. All right, guys. Thanks for hanging out. I'll see you at the other end of this thing. Okay, I got this suspicious-looking package in the mail. Don't know what it's all about. I can tell you it came from... You can't even see that. It's not going to focus on that at all. Let's see if I can get it to focus on this. Looks like it came from England. And it's, like I said, a suspicious package, to say the least. And let's see if I can keep this camera focused. I'm not sure where it came from, but there's a little mark on the back. It says sender. Laws, Harp, 39, UK. So I'm thinking this came from Peabody. Unless there's a whole bunch of people in England named Laws, I don't know. So we're going to go with Peabody, Peabody 1. If you guys haven't checked out his channel, he's awesome. Go check him out. He does lots of knives and stuff like that. Has some pigeons, does rocket stoves, which is cool. What did he send me? He sent me... Just finished cutting it open. Bringing you... Taylor's Yorkshire Tea. The box, I think, might be what's inside. I'm not sure. Taylor's Yorkshire Tea. Let's have a proper brew. Taylor's Yorkshire Tea. All right. See what's in the bag here. Oh, there's a note. Nothing else in there. Hey, Tim, have a proper brew. On me, mate. All the best. Laws. This is, in fact, Peabody 1. We have confirmed that. Go check out his channel. He is awesome. What is... It's all wrapped up in cellophane.
Oh my goodness. Let's open this up. See what it's all about. Now he's mentioned before on his live streams, and on my live streams, this is the best tea in the world.
The finest blend. Yorkshire Gold. Ooh. Wow. We're going to have to give that a shot because I love tea. My wife used to own a tea shop, and we have lots and lots of tea, but I have never tried this. So we're going to see how that is. Laws, thank you, sir. I will go brew up a cup and give this a try while I'm finishing up all my video stuff today. And we'll see how that is. Very good. Thank you, sir. Very much appreciated. From Robert Robinette. The Big Dog Forge. Let's see what we got going here. He didn't tell me he was sending me anything. And I have no idea what might be in here. He's from Texas. Actually from Port Neches, Texas. And I have no idea what's in the box. It's clangy and it's heavy, so I'm assuming it's metal. But we will see what's going on here. Like the box coming in. Look at him. See what it says. What it says. Yeah. What's inside there? That is awesome. That is one of the coolest things I think I've ever seen. Made from a railroad spike for a hat, beard and a mustache, and tongs. Those tongs are better than I make. Look at that, jeez. That cross-bead hammer, that is cool. Very, very cool.
Little Tim, that was awesome. What else is in here? Uh-oh. Something for Big Dog. Big Dog, where are you? Come here, Big Dog. Big Dog, come here. Look at this. Come on. Okay, come on, come on. Look at that. That was yummy or what? Hey, Big Dog, you like that kind? Oh, Big Dog likes that kind. Wow, that is a hickory smoked, fully cooked ham bone. Wow. Heaven. Give me heaven. You need to sharpen my knife a little bit. There we go. Wow. That might eat it. Gee, that looks pretty good. There we go. Yum. Yum. Hey, Big Dog.
Hey, Big Dog. What do you think about that? Oh, yeah. Uh-huh. You gonna, oh, there you go. You gonna run away with it? Robert, thank you so much. That's awesome.
There's a litter. Oh no, more Big Dog stuff. Look at that. You guys are spoiling her. See what we got. Sucker rod, huh? See what this stuff looks like. We don't get sucker rod up here in the Northwest. It's just not available. There's none of those oil well things sticking around here, water wells that they have in the South. So it's just not something that's available. That's interesting. Huh. We will have to give it a try. Give it a shot. And it looks like this is a little different size. Yeah, just a hair smaller. That's interesting. And this one's got a flat side on it. I wonder if that's a result of being used or... We will give this stuff a shot and see what it does. Very cool. Right on.
Enclosed is a helper for you in the shop. Also a treat for Big Dog. If you recognize the wizard face, it's because I learned how to make them from Clay Spencer himself about 25 years ago. Very, very cool. Very classic. Very iconic. Wow. I'm loving that. Okay. Heard you talking about sucker rod. Thought you might need some. Been told a lot of it is 4130. I've used a lot of what I'm sending you. It's good stuff. Oil quench at non-magnetic. If working it hot, I don't draw it back. If cold, I draw it back to blue. Very cool. Good information. Thank you. Makes excellent tools. Even makes small inspection hammers out of it. Enjoy your show. Thanks for keeping the craft alive. Robert Robinette. Robert, thank you so much. I appreciate it. Big Dog appreciates it. This is like the coolest thing ever. I've heard others tell their viewers that they're like the best viewers ever and blah, blah, blah. I have the best viewers ever. This is proof. You guys are awesome. Each and every one of you. That's just so cool. I'm going to cherish that. It's a heart ornament for my life. I dig it. All right. Thanks, Robert. All right, guys, here we go. So this Damascus we're going to do this time around, we're going to use some drill bits. These are all high-speed steel drill bits. So what I decided to do was to go ahead and use one of these things to forge out a knife. And it's just going to be a simple knife, something I can put a simple bevel on, grind it out real quick, and then we're going to destroy it. I'm going to go ahead and quench it in oil, and it'll be warm oil, and then I will break it and see what the grain looks like. And then whatever's left over, I'll go ahead and temper that back in the oven till we get a nice straw color to it, and we'll break it again and see what the differences are there. Kind of want to get a feel for what this stuff does in that respect. Now, these drill bits have a lot of properties to them, the high-speed steel drill bits, that are heat resistant. So I'm not exactly sure how this is going to come out in a Damascus. I've never tried to use a drill bit and put it into Damascus before. So this is totally an experiment. There we go. Got it over the belt grinder. Put a little bevel on it. And I broke it, but I didn't film that. So anyway, the grain looks pretty fine and pretty even. I didn't do any thermocycling. There we go. We tempered that guy back to a nice straw color. And we're going to whack it with a hammer again. I totally expect this to break, but I wanted to compare the grain and see if it looked any different, or if it acted any different, if it broke any differently. And it broke exactly the same. And I have a feeling whether or not I put this in oil, it wouldn't have mattered. It probably would have air hardened just the way it was. But enough testing. So while I was doing that, I dropped a bunch of drill bits in some muriatic acid to clean them up. And we're going to rinse these guys off and neutralize them once we get them out of this acid, so we can get them inside a canister. All right. You see all that vapor coming off there. That stuff is really bad for you. So make sure you're wearing your protective gear if you're using muriatic acid to clean off any kind of metal. I've been using it a lot lately to clean off different components that I'm putting into canister Damascus, and it's a great way to clean the surface, get it right down to the metal, no residue left over. All right, so that's what we came up with, and actually that's only a few. And I've got a stainless steel tube that I'm going to use here, and it's got about I think it's an 1/8 inch wall thickness, and this thing's about a 1 1/4 inch square. And we're going to cut some mild steel plugs to put on either end of it. And I've been using stainless steel quite a bit. I really like it because the stainless doesn't weld to your powdered steel or the steel that you have inside the canisters. It seems to work out really well, and it just comes loose. You can cut it away, and you don't have to worry about trying to grind a mild steel canister off of it. It's a little more expensive, but for me, it saves the time, and it's well worth it. So we get this guy tacked on here, and a MIG welder with mild steel wire welds up to this stainless steel just fine. It's a very strong weld. All right, and we get these drill bits in there, and we're going to get as many as we can in this thing. Cram them in there. Fill up as many spaces as possible. All right, and this is 1084 powdered steel, and I'm being a little sloppy with it here. I didn't realize that until I went back and started putting this video together and realized I was dumping it everywhere. Kind of a mess. And we'll tap it down so it gets all down inside those curvatures and twists of those drill bits. And I have a suspicion how this is going to come out. I think I know pretty much what I'm looking at, what this is going to look like when it's all done. But we're just going to have to wait and see. We'll see. Things surprise you sometimes. You never quite know when you get into an experiment like this what's going to happen, which way things are going to go. So we will see. All right. We're going to get this top welded up. Now this is the end that we're going to go ahead and put the handle on, but we're also going to leave a little vent hole on this end, just in this last corner that we're welding up to. And we're just going to leave the tiniest of little holes there. Now we'll close that up just a hair. There we go. Man, it'll be enough for the oxygen to vent out. And once that steel starts to solidify, it won't allow it back in. All right. Get this handle welded on here. We put some pretty good welds on this thing. I don't want to give myself the best chance I can to get this right. Alrighty, off to the forge we go. Pretty good looking canister there. I got myself some new fire bricks for a little door on that thing. The old ones are getting beat up pretty badly. Alright, flip that guy over and let that heat soak all the way through. And we're going to go back and forth between the press and the power hammer here. We want this stuff compressed pretty well. And not knowing how these drill bits are going to react, I just went ahead and welded this up as if it were a canister full of 1084. I really didn't have anything to go by, so it's all an experiment, which is the fun part. Yeah, we get it under the press. And the thing you're going to notice about this canister and the stainless steel canister, and this is the reason I like using them, is once that steel inside starts to combine and become one solid lump, the canister actually moves away from it. You'll start seeing that. I flip this up on its side. The canister actually is bulging away from the steel on the sides there. You can see it a little bit better in this. And your billet on the inside is pretty much just a loose billet at this point. And it's only connected to the handle at the end and the plug at the opposite end. Alright, take a grinder to this thing and get it apart. See what this guy looks like. And it's a bit curious here. I'm not really sure what I'm going to find. But I think what we're going to do is we're going to ask you guys. So we're going to stop right here. And we're going to hold off on this until the next video. We'll do some more Damascus. And sometime in the next video, we'll reveal what's inside this canister. But until then, you guys let me know. What do you think? Okay guys, so what we're going to do is next time around we got some more Damascus to build and we'll reveal what's in the canister. What I want you to do is I want you to leave your thoughts down in the comments. Let me know how this turned out. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to pick somebody randomly out of those comments who is the closest with their prediction as to how this Damascus came out, what it looks like, and they're going to get something. We're going to send you something in the mail, a little prize. This is sort of an interim thing because I'm still working on the 21,000 subscriber giveaway thing. So since I've extended that out, I'm going to do a little giveaway here. So anyway, let me know, guys, what you think in the comments. And that's about it. Thanks for stopping by Big Dog Forge. Really appreciate it. If you liked the video and what you saw, go ahead and give it a like. If you haven't subscribed yet, you might think about subscribing. And hey, share the video. Maybe there's somebody else out there that wants to put their opinion in of how this Damascus is going to turn out. We'll see. I wanted to say thanks to all my patrons out there. You guys are awesome and really do appreciate it. You guys have recently helped the shop move forward a little bit, which will be in an upcoming video. So thanks, guys. We'll see you next time right here at Big Dog Forge. Be safe. Take care. Bye-bye now.